Football world, what's up? What's up? We're here, back again. Back again, back again. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. You know what I mean? As you can see, the smile is still here. The smile ain't going nowhere anytime soon. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Hey guys, first and foremost, you know it, man. We give thanks to the Most High because without Him, nothing is possible. Nothing is possible. You know what I mean? So we give God thanks every time. Every time. You know what I mean? That is it. You know what I mean? He's the one that blow breath in us, give us the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding to do what we're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up God every time. People, wagwan. Wagwan. What a week. What a several day, what a football. Fantastic, don't it? Oh yeah, so if you're an Arsenal fan, you know, so the smile not going away. You know what I mean? If you're them other club fan, you know the thing go. You know, it's been beautiful. It's been beautiful. You know what I mean? We have we have stuff to celebrate. You get what I say? We have stuff to celebrate. You know what I mean? It's been a long time coming, you know. It's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? Gone are the days when um, week after week we are the ones that sit here crying. You know what I mean? We are the ones that sit here on the defeating end of fixtures after playing some fantastic football. You know what I mean? Gone are the weeks when we entertain the crowd but still leave with nothing. Gone are those days. You know what I mean? And so it shall. You know what I mean? And them need to stay gone too. You know? Them need to stay gone too. The football world is exciting when Arsenal is on top. Don't you all see that? Y'all can attest to that, right? The football world is very, very exciting when Arsenal is on top because, yo, Gunners have a lot of haters. I never know so we so hated until now. I mean, like, we know some people don't really like we like that, but trust me, it's amazing how much people really, really don't like this club, you know? And it's fantastic for me. You know what I mean? Fantastic for me. I love it. I'm enjoying every single moment of it. You know what I mean? And hey, I don't know. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, Arsenal is doing fantastic. And that is the greatest part of the whole scenario. You know what I mean? We can't ask for nothing more. We ask and we get. We appreciate what we get. Billy in the building. Big up, Billy. Big up, Billy. Billy's name is Jigger. All right? Are you an Arsenal? See it there? 100%. Yeah, man. Arsenal to the core. You know what I mean? And we're just here reminiscing on things that is going on with Arsenal Football Club at the moment, people. You know what I mean? Arsenal Football Club has been through some stuff over the years, and you know what I mean? We are rightly where we're supposed to be, sitting at the top of the table. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You don't think so? This is where we belong. You know what I mean? This is where we belong. And quite so. You understand me? Yeah, man. Um, the football nation has been entertained and has been intrigued. You know what I mean? We do what we do best. We entertain as Arsenal. You know what I mean? But we're not just entertaining anymore. We're also winning. You know what I mean? So we're making ourselves proud in the midst of that. You know what I say? Yeah, man. Can't believe that we beat Bayern 3-1. Why not? Why not? We have a fantastic side. You don't believe so? We have a fantastic side, man. You know what I mean? It's been expected. You know what I mean? Hey, if you had subscribed to this channel, is this the first time you've seen this channel? You know what I mean? You know, we're always optimistic around here. Always optimistic around here. You know what I mean? And it was a fantastic game. It was a fantastic game. Chicken said Saka need to be dropped. Why? Why you think so? Zachary said, yo, Zachary, what's up? Funny said, and Spurs 4. Hey, Spurs was an easy one though. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, Spurs is one. Welcome to the channel, Funny. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Hit that subscription button, man. Stick around with us. We're here for the season. We're making sure that we bring the contents, showing the love. You get me? You're gonna battle it again, lad. You ain't gonna win the league, says Billy. Billy, let me know what team you support, man. I think you've been in the chat before, but I forget. I think you probably is a Chelsea fan. I know. Let me know what team you support, Billy. We're gonna win the Prim. Yes, we are. Tell Billy that. Let Billy know. Let Billy know that we're gonna win the Prim. I don't know what Billy's smoking. What's going on with Billy? Sifa. Our Sifi say Arsenal in the winners Champions League. Yes. Chicken said he isn't playing that well. Would love to see Ethan get a run of game. Chicken, if you watch this game properly, you will understand what's going on. The space that these Arsenal players are finding is not because Bayern have 10 men on the field. You know what I mean? The space that these players are finding is because Bayern always have 3 men attacking Saka. You know what I mean? And those were some of the mistakes that they made. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to what's going on in details and you'll see. Saka is doing what he needs to do. They're not giving him any space. The moment they give him space, he will punish them. But they're not giving him any space. You know what I mean? So you can't really chastise him. He's doing well. You know what I mean? He's doing well. I promise you. What is your name? My name is Riley. Riley. Just like the channel Riley's World. United led 20 times. Billy, yeah man, that's why you're behaving like how you're behaving. Because guess what? You're trying to live off of United past titles. You know long United haven't won a title just like Arsenal. You know what I mean? Yeah. Those are in the past, man. You need to come in the future. You need to try winning some titles now, my bro. You know what I mean? For real though. For real. Y'all more on the verge of going down instead of up. You know what I mean? So we need to do something about that, man. You know what I mean? For real. I think we should sell Gabby Martinelli. You can't be serious, man. You can't be serious. Gabby Martinelli scores in every single Champions League game this season that he played. You know what I mean? Every single one. And he played fantastic in the league games. You can't. Come on, man. You watching the games? You lot will never see that. Yeah, y'all will get relegated. That's what you're gonna see. You stay right there. I think we should. Yeah, no, that will never happen. Saka, the most overrated player in the world, said Billy. Is it a trick? Yeah, boy. That is it. A trick. Trophies are in the cabinet. Trophies are in our cabinet too, bro. Just like yours, old trophies. that's what's in there. Just like what's in ours is in yours, old trophies. But y'all not winning anything, and y'all not even on the verge of winning anything. And that's the reason why y'all just go around. You have some real Manchester United fans out there, you know. Honestly speaking, you do have some real Manchester United fans out there, the ones that appreciate football. Not the ones like you, Billy, that go around and try to pity other club to be in the same comparison with you guys. Try to behave like you guys are a big club now when you're not. You know what I mean? You have to understand logic, so you have to be real about football. United are crap right now. When I say crap, literally dump. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be factual with yourself and with the football. Because everybody else can see it. So why come and just lie to yourself like that? You know what I mean? That don't make sense, to be honest with you. You get me? One more in our banter era than you have in your best era. That's wishful thinking, man. You want some cups, and that's the difference with Arsenal and these these are the banter clubs that y'all call it. You know what I mean? Y'all go after small trophies. We're bougie, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're bougies. We're always trying to reach the top. When we're not playing for these FA Cups and these calling cups that y'all are playing for, we're playing for our Champions League and the Premier League. You know what I mean? And if we don't win the Champions League and the Premier League, we end up don't win no cup. You know what I mean? And that's what's been beating us for years. You know what I mean? While you are coupling up the FA Cups and those little small clubs and feel like, okay, we're getting trophies, we're getting trophies. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem, man. It's all good. Yeah. It's time to go, I think you want to say, right? Your trophy cabinet dusty, my bro, and still will be after bottling it. Don't worry, you'll never see another trophy anytime soon, so you'll be alright. He scored a goal against Bayern cause Noni came out. It was a tap in. It was a good goal, bro. The keeper came out because he realized that Gabby was gonna be on a breakaway. You know what I mean? And he came out and he got cooked. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So many persons score goals that are all they score. You know, goals are meant to score. And the fact that he's scoring, that's what he's getting paid to do. Alright? Goals are goals, right? Even if we celebrate even our own goal. Bro, I'm so proud of Arsenal. They're playing a very good season. I'm a Barca fan. Big up Barcelona, man. Big up Barcelona. I don't know how y'all make Chelsea cook y'all like that, man. You know what I mean? Trust me. I'm hurt. I don't know y'all make Chelsea cook y'all like that. You know what I mean? Now, my money was on y'all to win, but it did not. It did not. You know what I mean? Yeah. It turns out Arsenal is shining quietly. That is it. You see, that you are a visionary. That is it. We're just going about our business, doing what we do. You know what I mean? Just going about our business on our mighty little merry way. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. That's what we want to continue doing. You know what I mean? Just go about our business under the radar. I mean, like, we're not really under the radar much anymore, but at least that's what I'm saying. Going about our business, nevertheless. Nevertheless, do you know Arshavin? Arshavin that scored 4 against Liverpool? Yes, of course, man. Arshavin, Bangladesh. He is fast, though. Yeah, man, he's really fast. That's the reason why Nuno comes out. Because he know the pace of Gabby, and he know Gabby gonna run, Gabby gonna leave the defenders in dust. So if he come out and try to cut off the ball handle, it would have been good. But the touch that Gabby touched the ball end up swishing past him, and he's coming out fast, so he's left in the dust, and Gabby is on his way. You know what I mean? It was a nice goal. It was a nice goal. All right, let me hear what Manchester United have to say again. Once Saliba and Gabriel wise up and move on, you lot are shaggy, bro. Players will always want to join United, whether you like it or not. The trophies will come, my brother, and it be back to rub it in. Yeah, man, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be here for the long, long run. This season, next season, season after next. So guess what? We'll be right here, Billy, to make sure that we see when you win the trophy. Hopefully I don't get whole and grey and you before all of that happen, because I don't see that happening no time soon. You know what I mean? What players are attracted to United, bro? To be honest, what players are attracted to United? What players are you all getting? Y'all can't get no players that any other team wants. Y'all can't get them. So I don't know what you're talking about. Are we on the same page? We don't even seem like we're even in the same book. Billy, big up yourself, Billy. Big up yourself. The reasoning is good, man. You know what I mean? This channel welcomes debate. We encourage debate. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody's over here to defend their club. You know what I mean? And that's what we do, bro. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Big up yourself, man. I like the fact that you're a diehard Manchester United fan. Your team is crap right now, like real crap right now, but you're still right here defending them. You know what I mean? I used to have to do that with Arsenal all the time. All the time. So I understand the pain that you're in right now. I'm just saying, I do understand. You know what I mean? Guys, hit those like button, people. Hit them like button, man. Give us some love. Give us some love. We're here to talk. Talk, all sort of talk. Trash about each other team and all of that. You know what I mean? Hey, Arsenal is on the top of the league. So y'all, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Y'all show some respect. Put some respect on our name. You know what I mean? Make sure when y'all pronouncing our name, y'all pronounce that with a capital A. You know, respect. Big up everybody in the chat. Big up everybody in the chat. Bro, our defense is very bad. Said Blongrana. Blongrana, what team is that? What team you support? Um, no, it's not. It's trash. My prayers now is that Arsenal should not fumble on Sunday against Chelsea. We must not let our guard down. I don't think we will, man. This Arsenal team is kind of different. You know what I mean? This Arsenal team mindset, their frame of mind, everything about them is just different. You know what I mean? They're not young. They're not these kids anymore either. You know what I mean? These kids that Arteta took over 5 years ago and groomed them, they're now adults. They've grown into men. They're still young, you know what I mean? But the maturity that they have in this football world now sees them as adult. You know what I mean? So they're not kids anymore. You know, so they have learned how to manage game. You know what I mean? They have learned how to see games out, and they have learned how to fight. They have some fight in them now. You know what I mean? They have a lot of quality addition. You know what I mean? In the likes of Timber, Califlori, you know what I'm saying? Mosquera, and Capier. Our defense is crazy right now. You know what I mean? Crazy right now. We had attacking influence, you know what I mean, such as Yacares. You get what I'm saying? So guys, Eze, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. I promise you guys it's gonna be awesome. The best is yet to come, you know. The best is yet to come. Trust me. Barca defense is trash. Oh, Barca, I forget. My bad, funny. My bad. Barca defense is trash. Yeah, Barca look kind of weak right now in terms of defense, but hey, Barca is Barca, you know. Barca is still Barcelona at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's not a team that you can write off or call quits on. You know what I mean? Barca is a giant in the building. You know what I mean? Barca is a giant in football. And at any given time, a giant will rise up. You know? So yeah. That is it. Already sub, man. You make good content. It's all love, my bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, Billy. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that we entertain each other. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for. Football is football, you know. I always tell people football speak one language, and that's love. You are a Manchester United fan, Billy, and you're here on this channel. Why are you here? You're not here because you think, oh, I'm a awesome person. No, you're here because we're doing football. And that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Football is love. You know what I mean? You're here because you love football. You know what I mean? So big up yourself, Billy, man, every single time. You know what I mean? I'll still make sure that I big you up even when Manchester United get relegated. You're still going to be a family of this channel. All right? Yeah, man. Still going to be a family over here. So no problem. Hopefully you can come over to the real red side. Not London, you know? But, hey. No worries, Billy. No worries. Yeah, I know, and Madrid are trash too. Yeah, the Spain teams. It's not. I don't even know if the Spain teams are trash. You know, I would even say that. The thing about it is this. They're having a terrible time against the English team this season. You know what I mean? The English team this season are getting the best of the Spain team from all angles. You know what I mean? When you look at Madrid getting beat by Liverpool, and then Liverpool went to the Premier League and got beaten by a team, I think 15 or lower, the following game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know really what's going on. Wait, let me read out some of this chat because this chat is running like mad. Madrid defense is old. Big Arsenal in the building. Yeah, man, the brother there, the Jamaican badwood sitting there. All right, Demi Desire. Big up yourself, man. Big Arsenal in the building, man. Say, you hear that? Big up yourself. Good evening, brother, said Allison. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel, man. And Boome, Konya, are they bad players? Come on, man. They are good signings. We just admittedly need to get rid of the. They are good signings, bro, but there was no real other persons after them. I'm not saying that they are bad players, but there was no real other persons after them. That's the old fact about that. You know what I mean? There was no top team after them. Manchester United was the biggest team after them. So, you know what I mean? Their choice was not much to pick from. Bro, I miss Inigo. You think Yakers was a bad signing? No, Yakers is a fantastic signing, man. Yakers is a fantastic. Yes, Yakers is gonna come good, you know. I trust me, guys. Yakers is gonna come good. I know I don't want to watch football anymore. I'm desperate now. You think Chelsea win champions? Never. Arsenal will be crowned Champions League champions this season. That is it. I think Yakers was a bad signing. No, I think Yakers was a good signing, man. We need a striker like Yakers. We do need a striker like Yakers because we haven't played with a striker for a long time. Go another chat for me here. Here? Take out Elijah. So sad for Man United. He is the best. So far for Man United, he is the best in club in history. Was probably. Sup, Eze. Not Eze, man. Ha ha ha. The relegation jokes cut deep, but always here for the debates. Arsenal are a great club, and I think the Premier League was the best when I was Arsenal United going for the league. And that's a fact, Billy. Billy, I'm not gonna lie, that's a fact. That's the real rivalry right there. I always tell people that. That's rivalry. These Tottenham and them, they're just neighbors. You know what I mean? Real rivals are persons who you compete genuinely with. You know what I mean? We haven't been competing with Spurs for years, man. You know what I mean? For years. Spurs ain't nowhere near our league. It's just that aspect and it just still feels good. You know what I mean? But real rivalry, you know what I mean, was when Arsenal and Manchester United was at it. Those were rivalries, man. You know what I mean? But big up yourself, Billy, of course. Manchester United are a big club, man. Manchester United, gonna come great again, man. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna do good again. Y'all just need to find yourself a good coach. You know what I mean? And just start building again. You know what I mean? Y'all don't realize that y'all not up here anymore. Y'all here. You know what I mean? So in order to get back up here, you have to take your time. Take your time. But because y'all know that y'all was a big club, y'all want to make one jump. You know what I mean? Y'all want to make one jump. Don't work like that. Remember, Arsenal went through that depression stage. What we did, we take our time and we build. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all have to do that to reach back where y'all need to go. Alright? CR7 say, hi, I'm a United fan, but I'm happy for you. Big up yourself, CR7. Big up yourself, man. And Liverpool. Oh, man, everybody keep on laughing at Liverpool. Liverpool. And Bumi and Konya already decided on United. They were United fans growing up, believe. That's fine, man. That's it. You know what I mean? Once y'all are fans grow up, no matter how bad the club is, they'll always want to play for them. And that's a good thing. That's the beauty of having footballers as fans. You know what I mean? They'll always want to play for the club that they dreamed of, no matter what. So, yeah, I guess that's where it was. Eze always say, Eze all day, man. Eze is an Arsenal player. You know what I mean? I never grow on Eze. For what? Eze is an Arsenal boy through and through. I miss Gabriel. We all do, man. Gabriel, I call him the Rock of Gibraltar. You know what I mean? I call Gabriel the Rock of Gibraltar. You know what I mean? Gabriel is a rock. Gabriel is a leader. You know what I'm saying? Gabriel is a leader. Jason said Tottenham. Big up. One thing I know about Tottenham fans, You know what I mean? As I told you, in one of my shots, I just put out a shot just now, guys, about 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? And I tell you about Tottenham fans, they're loud. And they don't care. Just like expression. Loud. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care. You're going to beat them and they still going to be loud. I mean, like, Tottenham lost on Sunday. And I was on live Sunday evening after the game. And Tottenham fans was all over in the chat. You'd have think you'd have think they were the one that win. You know what I mean? I appreciate Tottenham fans, man. You know what I mean? Tottenham fans are always here loud and proud. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, Jason. Billy said, yes, Wenger versus Fergie. Kane versus Vera. Yeah, man. Known versus Van Nistelrooy. What a time for a league. The best of times. The best of times. You know what I mean? That is it when Mr. Wayne Rooney on his debut break Arsenal unbeaten run. You know what I mean? There was some good times, man. Good times. Very good time. Great chat, my brother. You know what I mean? Catch you next time. Everyone like and sub to the channels. You hear that? Billy's a Manchester United fan. You know what I mean? Him know good people when him see them. You know what I mean? We're here to talk about football, man, no matter what. Subscribe to the channel, people. We're here all season. All season to make it up. Billy, thank you so much for passing through, my brother. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate the chat 100. Yeah, man. I miss ST Gabriel too. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. So, football was fantastic. Later, brother. Big up yourself, Billy. Big up. Football was fantastic over the weekend. You know what I mean? Not only did we see the likes of Manchester City lose and the likes of Liverpool lose, gone further down. Right now, Liverpool is so far off the top of the table. I don't even know. You know what I mean? They're way off the top of the table right now. It's crazy to say. You know what I mean? City lost. So they're 7 points off now. Chelsea is 6. Chelsea's right behind us because they won. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not trying to celebrate anything as Arsenal fans. The only thing we're trying to celebrate is just Arsenal playing some fantastic football. You know what I mean? We're not saying that we win the league. You know what I mean? Even if we're saying that we're going to win the league, every team, every supporter is saying that their team is going to win the league. So why jump on us for saying that? You know what I mean? Why? Because we're at the top of the table. We have all rights to. You know what I mean? We have all rights to. I think Liverpool Prem run is done. I wouldn't say that yet. Well, I mean, like, the season is still long. You know what I mean? We're still just in November. You know what I mean? We ain't touched January yet. You know what I mean? We haven't touched December yet. You get me? So you may never know. You know what I mean? This is football. This is football. You know what I mean? But they're definitely in a bad run of form right now. For sure. You know what I mean? Definitely in a bad run of form. And the run of form that they're in right now is not something that they're just gonna just get up today or tomorrow and just walk out of. You know what I mean? Because they're dreadful right now. They're losing some games that you're saying to themselves, is this the same Liverpool that just won the league like so easily last season? You know what I mean? What happened to Van Dijk? You know what I mean? They just bought the most expensive player in the world. You know what I mean? That can't even score a goal. You know what I mean? So it's like you're wondering what is going on over at Liverpool. What is it that's going on over at Liverpool? It's something to talk about. Honestly, guys, it's something to talk about. Liverpool, they sucks. Hey, they sucks this season. They didn't suck last season when they won the league easily. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm just saying there's something going on there that I don't know. You know what I mean? Is it the coach? Is it the players? What is it that is going on? Why Liverpool is so dreadful? You know what I mean? I wish every team probably wish they would play Liverpool for the rest of the season every week. You know what I mean? They'll win the champions. They'll win the league. You know what I mean? They'll win the league. Everybody want to play Liverpool right now. You understand me? Everybody want to play Liverpool right now. They need to work on the defense. They don't have a defense to work on. You know what I mean? They don't have a defense to work on. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's happening. They don't have a defense to work on. They need defense. That's their problem. They do need defense. So, say badly. Bizarre got to go. Hey, the moderator speaks. I think we need to sell Ben White, man. No, man, we can't do that. We're going to sell the players that we need to help us win trophies. I mean, like, yeah, he ain't getting no game right now. And everybody know the reason for that. With the farm that Timber is in, don't matter who you think going to get any game right now over on that right-hand side. Think about it. The farm that Timber is in right now, who is it that you think will get any game at all? There ain't nobody walking in that right-hand side right now. Nobody. You know what I mean? Ben White is still a fantastic player. And we still need him for the season. You know what I mean? Timber still can't play every single game, Timber cannot play every single game. He's going to tire. He's going to need rest. You know what I mean? So White is going to get some game time. Trust me. We still have them Carling Cup games. We still have FA Cup coming up. You know what I mean? And we have some weaker teams in the Champions League that I guarantee you he's going to play. You know what I mean? He's going to play. Which club you support, mate? It's right behind me, mate. It's right behind me. What do you think of Max Downman? Gem. Special player. Special player. At 15 doing what he's doing? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Chilling. Arsenal. Yeah, man. The one and only. The one and only. You know what I mean? The one and only. Arsenal right now. You know what I mean? We're in a good run of form right now, and we're just trying to maintain our cool, you know what I mean, and play some good football. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do right now. We're not really after the hype, and we're not trying to listen to noise. You know what I mean? A lot of noise going on. There's a lot of surrounding in the whole aspect of, are you going to win? Are you the favorites? Are you the this? For the last 4 seasons, we've been the favorites, and we still haven't won it. Right? So we're not letting the noise get to us this time around. What do you think of people that Yamal is worse? Yamal is what? That's bullcrap, man. That's a fantastic footballer. That kid is a fantastic footballer. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hype around him, and he's very multi. You know what I mean? He's been in the media too much talking and doing his Instagram and all of those stuff. You know what I mean? Which is causing distraction on his game, I would think. You know what I mean? But he's a fantastic footballer. Fantastic footballer. That kid is amazing. You can't take that away from him. The last cowboy said, which club you want to play in? Which club you want to play in? Which club I want who to play in? Yeah, well, Yamal is a good baller, man. And, you know what I mean? Every footballer, ain't no footballer ever is at them peak for their entire career. They're going to have dips, up and down in form. You know what I mean? Whatever distraction, whether it be their personal life or just life itself, whatever it is that distracts them, there's just always going to be something. You know what I mean? They just have to make sure that they focus and come back strong and come back good. You know what I mean? Yamal may have a little dip in his form right now, you know what I mean, based on whatever reasons that's going on. But hey, it's still Yamal. You know what I mean? That's still a 17-year-old kid, or probably 18 now, or something like that. You know what I mean? Playing for one of the biggest clubs in world football, and is a starter as well. You know what I mean? Starter as well. So don't underestimate that. You know what I'm saying? My favorite Arsenal football player is David Raya or Rice. 2 fantastic players, man. 2 fantastic players. Goalkeeper and the midfielder. 2 awesome players, bro. You know what I mean? You choose well. Who was better? Who was better what? William Bozic said hi. Who you think is better? Yamal is a better player right now, bro. You know what I mean? Even if he's not playing at his best right now, he's proven himself. You know what I mean? He's proven himself. So, you know what I mean? So, and White. Ben White as well. Yeah. So I mean, like Chelsea beat Barcelona, you know what I mean, and that Barcelona team was poor. To be honest with you, that Barcelona team was very very poor, you know what I mean. But as I always said to people, you can't take away Chelsea win from them, man. You know what I mean? They did went out there and they did play and they did win. You only can beat what is in front of you, and that Barcelona team with that play that they came with, that was what was in front of them, and that's what they beat. They beat them. You know what I mean? They went down to 10 men after a goal, and they scored two more goals after they went down to 10 men, and they beat them. You know what I mean? You can't take away that from them. Who do you think Arsenal need to sell? I don't think Arsenal need to sell nobody right now. I think they probably need to add. You know what I mean? I think they need to add to the team. You know what I mean? We're trying to win. We're trying to win some trophies. You know what I mean? We're trying to win some trophies. We ain't trying to get rid of players that are going to help us win trophies. We want everybody to be back and see where we have our weakness the most. You know what I mean? Like we need another six. We need somebody capable enough to rest Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? We need a left winger. We need a pacey, skillful left winger. You know what I mean? Someone like Simeon. You know what I mean? So it's all about what we can add to the team, not what we can sell. We need every players that we have. You know what I mean? Arsenal players love to get injured. So at any given time, somebody can be injured and we have to replace them. Now imagine we sell Ben White. You know what I mean? And Timber have to be out for a game or two. You know what I mean? That's not fun. You know what I mean? That's not fun. So we can't just sell the players because they're probably not playing a little bit right now. They're gonna play. They're gonna play. Look at what's his name? Look at Miles. Miles was fantastic last season. Fantastic last season. And this season he can't even get in the team. Why? Because last season California was injured. And he came back this season and he's playing fantastic. No. Would you substitute Miles for California right now? No. Because we see that in the Bayern game. In the Bayern game, Miles was being cooked. You know what I mean? He was being cooked. And look at the difference in the game when Calli came in. When Calli came in, the entire game was changed. It was a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? Assist with almost his first touch. You know what I'm saying? Saka went off. Martinelli came in. Martinelli scored. Trossard went off. Madueke came in. Madueke scored. You know what I mean? This is what we want, guys. You know what I mean? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for these kind of playing. We're looking for these players. We're looking to win. We're not looking to be the same old Arsenal that we was, where we get rid of players because we're not trying to sell our best players. We're not trying to sell the players that are a part of our squad. We need squad players. We need depth. We are in every single competition still. We would love to win them, just like every other team would love to win every single competition that they play. You know what I mean? Will we do it? We don't know. Time will tell. But we love to have the team to compete for all these competitions that we're in. We don't want to play the same 11 all the time because that's what's going to cause them to be injured. We had to do that last season. You know what I mean? We don't want to do that this season. That's the reason why we have such a big squad. Yeah, we have to be wise in what we do. What do you think about sending Reece Nelson on loan? Reece Nelson is on loan. Yeah, Reece Nelson is on loan. He's gonna be sold. What's your thought about Arsenal winning the treble this year? That would be a fantastic achievement, my mate. That would be a fantastic achievement. You know what I mean? Winning the treble would be like, trust me. You know what I mean? That would be a fantastic achievement. You know what I mean? We haven't won one of those big trophies in so many years, much less to come win not one, not two, but three. It's awesome. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm talking about the squad. We need a big squad to do that. We need a big squad to do that. We can't just sit here with 15 players and said, okay, we're going to go after the treble. That will never work. You know what I mean? Look at the squad just now. You have Madueke, Yacarez, Odegaard, Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz. You have 6 to 7 frontline players out, and we're still winning games. We could not have done that with a small squad. No. Last year we just had Kai Havertz. Jesus was already out for the entire season. And when Kai Havertz was out, we had to put Marino in the striking position, which he did fantastic. Not even gonna lie. You know what I mean? He surprised us all. You know what I mean? He has a natural instinct for scoring goal. He likes to score goal. And we realize that. So every single time or every chance that we get to put him there, he's the one that played the role now. We're seeing some different aspect how these teams are playing as well. You know what I mean? Europe-less club. Europe-less club. Okay. We're seeing some different aspect in which these teams are playing now. This Arsenal team is playing now. Right? When you look at this Arsenal team playing with a false nine, we play fantastic with a false nine. You know what I mean? Because when we play with a false nine, all our midfielders, all of them become that false nine. So nobody can pick up who is the false nine at the moment. You know what I mean? Trossard, Gabby Martinelli, Saka. You know what I mean? All of them becomes a false nine. It's like they're looking for each other running in behind. You know what I mean? And it's just a beauty. It's just beautiful to watch. You are awful on the pitch. Only can score a day piece. I think you want to say a set piece, man. I think you really want to say a set piece. You know what I mean? Enter. Let me know what team you support, man. You can't just jump in and attack like that. Tell us what team you support so we can know how to answer you. Or if it's worthwhile answering you. You know what I mean? Let us know what team. Well, it's always worthwhile answering. You know what I mean? But tell us what team you support. All right? Tell us what team you support. David is here again. Big up yourself, David. Welcome back to the chat, David. Welcome back. My Manchester United mate is back. Big up yourself, man. There was another Manchester guy like you, David, that just left. You know what I mean? Said good night and he went to bed. You know what I mean? And that's Billy. Billy was here as well. Enter said I grew up in Spain. Massive Barca fan myself, mate. Okay, so Chelsea was the one that beat y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Chelsea was the one that beat y'all, not Arsenal. We ain't get to beat you yet. You know what I mean? You're getting beaten by mediocre clubs and jumping in the chat talking what you're talking, bro. You're getting beat by mediocre clubs. 3, embarrassing too. Embarrassing too. You know what I mean? Barcelona is rubbish too, not just Madrid, my brother. Barcelona need to step up. By the way, I support Real Madrid. Big up. Okay, Real Madrid. You see Enter in the chat saying that your team is crap? Sunderland will beat you though. Yeah, we did draw with Sunderland, but I promise you Sunderland will beat you right now. Because Chelsea beat you and Sunderland beat Chelsea. You get that? Yeah. Chelsea beat you and Sunderland beat Chelsea. Chelsea are the best London club. Oh, Lord. Chelsea are bigger than Arsenal. Did you draw against Sunderland? This person said they support Barcelona that just got beat by Chelsea and now saying that Chelsea is a big club. Man, you're confused. He's a confused football person. You is a confused footballer. Bro, go sleep. I need to go sleep? Why? Chelsea are bigger and better than Arsenal. Hala Madrid. Your team can't even win 5 matches in a row. Win something in Europe and we can talk. Bottle job of the year is Arsenal. You guys bottle it more than Spurs. What's your prediction for United versus Palace? United versus Palace is... I ain't gonna tell a lie. I don't see y'all passing Palace, bro. I'm not lying. David, I don't see y'all passing Palace, bro. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. I think that Barca has a bad defense. And Barca... So Barca have bad defense and bad fans. Isn't Barca second, bud? Barca is Barca, man. You know what I mean? Barca... I don't know what some of these teams need. Barca probably need... I don't know if the coach working out. You know what I mean? I don't know if the coach working out. These Spanish teams ain't working out right this season anyway. You know what I mean? They have some fantastic players and they're not playing good football. So I don't know if you blame the players or you blame the coach. It's like Liverpool. Some fantastic players but not really playing good football. So who's to be blamed? I don't know. You know what I mean? But big up everybody in the chat, man. If you haven't liked the channel yet, man, go ahead. Hit that like button. Enter anime. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We're here all season, okay? We're here all season. And the season after and the season after. You know what I mean? So we can continue this debate right throughout. Non-stop. So don't shy away. Subscribe to the channel. Be here with us. Alright? Hit them like button, people. Hit them like button if you just join. If you don't hit those like button yet, what you waiting for? If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Be a part of our community. Join the family. We discuss football over here. We debate football. We ain't scared. It doesn't matter who you are or what team you support. You know what I mean? Everybody's over here to defend their club. That's what they're doing to the fullest. If you think I'm joking, ask David. David is a Manchester United fan. Manchester not doing that well now. And if you think you're bad, say something bad about David Club in the chat. And you will see what's up. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, David said Ronaldo needs to retire before the World Cup. He makes Portugal worse. I keep on telling people that. I keep on telling everybody that Portugal is better without Ronaldo. But guess what? He wants to be the GOAT. And the only thing that he thinks is eluding him from that title is a World Cup. He's not going to win it. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Daniel in the building. Big up Daniel. Daniel, why should I go sleep? It's just 10 p.m. where I'm at. It's early. Ronaldo don't give about your opinion. Okay, Daniel. We really try to ignore persons who is not really trying to be on the same wavelength that we are. Okay, Daniel? We're here talking football, and yes, we are an opinionated channel. That's what we do. We gather our thoughts and our opinion and we highlight them. That's why we are here. Okay? That's why we're here. And that's why you are here? To give your thought and your opinion? Your thought and your opinion is that Ronaldo don't care what we say. That's your thought and your opinion. Understand what I'm saying? That's why we're here. We're just here to talk football with each other. Just make it real. All right? That's what we're doing. Anyway, further on in the chat. Yes, so as we said, Ronaldo is a 40-year-old man, and Portugal can be a good team. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to support. You can support from the sideline sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not all the time that you need to lead from the front. You know what I mean? Persons just got to find where they find themselves better supportive of something and work it from there. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal should make it to the semi-final of the Champions League. Semi-final? We're looking to go all the way and win this, bro. Semi-final? Nah, man, we ain't just trying to do semi-final thing. We're trying to go all the way. Ronaldo is better than Messi. Is that a question, or are you telling us something? Saka136 says, so what? We don't know. What are you referring to, Saka? What are you referring to? Let's know what's going on. Let us know what's going on. So guys, there's this notion that's going around right now. Declan Rice has been making waves, headlines. You know what I mean? Is being taunted and being crowned right now as one of the best midfielder in the world. What are your guys' thoughts? What do you guys think about those statements that are being made by the pundits? You know what I mean? Do you think they are false? Do you think they are real? You know what I mean? What do you guys think about Declan Rice? And how much he has evolved? Because he has grown massively. You know what I'm saying, guys? Massively. Declan Rice have grown. Now, I mean, he's become a fantastic footballer. Fantastic. Funny said, I don't think they can win the Champions League. Sorry. Why do you think so? Why don't you think they can win the Champions League? Let me know. Messi is still Argentine best player and makes them way better. I think it's true. I think Rice is the best midfielder in the world right now. He's a fantastic midfielder, though. I mean, like, we can't go around that. You know what I mean? He's playing some fantastic football. You know what I mean? This is probably the best he's ever played in his entire life. You know what I mean? Very, very good. You know what I mean? Declan Rice right now is the engine of this Arsenal team. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say to people that I think we need a cover for him. We need to find cover for Declan Rice so that we can rest him. You understand me? Yeah. Rice all day, man. Rice is an Arsenal player. Rice is an Arsenal player. It's Rice all day. Rice all day. Put it on the plate cold, put it on the plate hot. Don't matter. All day. You know what I mean? Rice is being tipped to be the captain of Arsenal. And everybody know right now that Declan Rice is the successor to the captain from Hurricane in England. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. Declan Rice is the one that's taking over the captain after this World Cup. Because after this World Cup, that's it for Hurricane. So, you know what I'm saying? Probably. Hurricane is still a fantastic striker, so who knows? But I'm just saying that the captaincy probably going to be hand down to Declan Rice now. What about Casemiro? Best midfielder in the Prem. Casemiro was never ever the best midfielder in the Prem, David. Never. He didn't even come in the Prem as the best midfielder. That was never. No. No, David. No. I know you always trying to put one or two of your players into some conversations. You know what I mean? I know. And as I said, that's what this channel is about. Just making sure that you defend your club. But the truth of the matter is this. Casemiro is not even in this equation. You know what I mean? Not even in this equation. I promise you. Theodore, do you think Roger deserved the Ballon d'Or? You mean when he won it? No. But I think that's the year that they won the Champions League, so you know it's going to be based on those situations. You know what I mean? It's going to be based on those situations. Roger is a fantastic player, though. You know what I mean? Fantastic player, so. It is what it is. Nice to see the Ballon d'Or come to England, though. Nice to see it move from Barcelona and Real Madrid. and naturally spread. You know what I mean? So whether I deserve it or not, I was just happy to see that hey, he didn't stay in Barcelona or Real Madrid this time around. You know, so that was the whole situation with that for me. That's that for me. Um, let's move to Gabby Martinelli. Gabby Martinelli he had a rough season last year. You know what I mean? He was hot, he was cold, he wasn't even nowhere to be seen sometimes. You know what I mean? And everybody pretty much 90% of Arsenal fans gave up on him. You know what I mean? 90% of Arsenal fans thought that he should be sold and all of those goodies. You know? And Gabby this season is on fire. Literally on fire. You know what I mean? And it just makes you tend to wonder. You know what I mean? Um, how good is Gabriel Martinelli and how good can he get? You know what I mean? I think he scored in every single game in the Champions League so far that he has played in. If I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And he's been a super sub off the bench even in the English league. You understand me? So what are you guys' take on Gabby? You know what I mean? The turnaround, you know what I mean, that's going on with Gabby right now. The player that he is, you know what I mean? The player that he is becoming. You know? Every time he touch a ball, it seems to turn into goal at least once. You know? So let me know what you guys think. And Gabby Martinelli, another player that is underappreciated by fans and the football world on a whole is Trossard. Trossard is very, very underappreciated by everybody. I give him a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 is a good score. You know what I mean? Because as you can see that he's not really the Gabby that we still know that used to devastate people. But he's still doing good. You know what I mean? He's still doing good. And I think he's going to get better this season. Arsenal do not have any class players, but they are the deepest team in the world. What do you mean by class players? Let me know what you mean by class players. You're saying we don't have any world class players? That's what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? If we're just saying that Declan Rice is probably the best midfielder in the world, and you're going to say that we don't have any world class players, everybody has Pip, Zubimendi as a successor to the throne. You know what I mean? For Rodri right now. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to tell us that we don't have any class players. David Raya has taken the Golden Glove 3 seasons in a row, or 2 seasons in a row. And you're going to say that we don't have any class players. Bakaya Saka is one of the best winger. He's probably not the best, but he's one of the best winger in England right now. And you're going to say that we don't have any class players. Saliba and Gabriel are the best defenders in world football right now. And you're going to say that we do not have any class players. David, are you serious? Are you serious? Saka is class more than everybody in Manchester United team. Of course he is. I can't believe you. Are you really serious, David? Who was the next person that we need to talk about? Madueke. Noni Madueke. So Noni Madueke will be reunited this weekend with the club that we buy him from. Just came back from injury. And he scored. He scored on his return as well. His first Arsenal goal as well. You know what I mean? And what a game to score your first Arsenal goal in, eh? A Champions League game. against one of the most informed team in world football in Bayern Munich. You know what I mean? Your goal was one of what handed them their first loss of the season as well. So there are some thoughts. You know what I mean? Before he got injured, he was doing well. You know what I mean? He deputized for Saka when Saka was injured, and he hold it down. You know what I mean? He hold it down. Now he's back. You know what I mean? He's back and it seems like he's trying to pick up where he left off. You know what I mean? He even make it better. He scored. This is his first goal, and it was a fantastic goal too. You know what I mean? It was a lovely, lovely goal. You know what I mean? So, Madueke, you think Madueke is ready for this Chelsea? You think Madueke is ready to take on this Chelsea team? I mean, I ain't like he was there for long. He spent what, 2 seasons there? Or something like that? So now he's gonna return to the bridge, you know what I mean, with the Arsenal team. And the intention is to help and sink Chelsea. You know what I mean? What you guys think? He is a world-class player. I'm late, R1P, but I did tell you on a Bayern, a puppy show side at the Emirates. Bayern a puppy show. Yeah, well, they did beat them though. They did beat them. Yeah, the first half was okay though. The first half was kind of level. You know what I mean? The first half, a matter of fact, if you want to go, the first half was pretty much level. You know what I mean? 1-1 was the deserved scoreline going in that first half. You know what I mean? But the second half, Arsenal was class, man. Arsenal was a different beast. You know what I mean? Arsenal was a different beast. Man City and Chelsea are looking good right now, poised to do something. Manchester City and Chelsea. There was another Manchester United fan in the chat earlier on, David, and I'm telling you, that other Manchester United fan was class enough to give Arsenal their props. You know what I mean? It even reminded me of the days when football rivalry was real, when Arsenal and Manchester United was the rivalry. You know what I mean? And I listened to this guy and I'm like, yo, this guy know what he's talking about now. This guy actually know something about football. I'm sorry David was in the chat and the guy leave and then David come in the chat. You know what I mean? And I wanted you to hear what's going on from a real Manchester United fan. Not saying that you're not a real Manchester United fan, David, but you're a biased Manchester United fan. You know what I'm saying? When you go some low team like Chelsea and them something just to make Arsenal look bad, you're a biased Manchester United fan. You know what I mean? Where was Manchester City when Manchester United was running the place? Where was Manchester City? Where was Chelsea? This team was non-existing. These two teams that you just mentioned only come into prospect when billionaires buy the club 15 years ago and take over and start overpaying good players to come and pay for them. You know what I mean? These are the teams that we're talking about. You know what I mean? As a Manchester United fan, you know this. You know this as a Manchester United fan. But if you want to hide the truth just to try and make Arsenal look bad, this is what I've been trying to tell you all, We've already made ourselves look bad for several years. And you know why? Because we keep on listening to people like Manchester United fans, Chelsea fans. We even be listening to Tottenham fans who always come below us. But the reason why y'all drive us so hard is because we are the Arsenal. And y'all know that we are a big club. We're not a small club. So if we come second and y'all come 15, y'all gonna drive us hard. That's the expectation that the world have of Arsenal. You get where I'm coming from? That's the expectation that y'all have of Arsenal. We came second 3 times in a row. And y'all calling us second FC. Second again. And y'all come 15, 10, and all of those stuff way back down there. And y'all don't see that as a problem. But y'all see us coming second as a problem. That's mad. That's mad. You get what I'm saying? Can you believe that? Imagine that. Let me get into the chat and see what some of y'all are saying. David said, to be completely honest, I truly dislike Arsenal with a passion. I see that. I understand that. No, you see, being that you said that, David, I understand. I understand. If you did, just like I dislike Chelsea with a passion, I understand. You know what I mean? Thank you for David for being honest. Yeah, man, I appreciate the honesty, David. Honestly, man, that we appreciate. Now we can understand when you come with biasness. We can understand why you're like that. You know what I mean? The honesty, man. Respect, man. Respect. You're about to get taught a great lesson against Chelsea. Watch. Okay, Luke. Luke, make sure so you watch too. All right? Subscribe to the channel and stick around. We're going to see who's going to be the teacher and who's going to be the student. That's what we're going to see. So make sure you stick around. Because I think Chelsea with them 7,000 players, go and get teacher lessons. Say money can't buy everything. Watch. You know what I mean? Make sure so you're ready for this. Yeah, man. Yash said, how many UCLs? You must be a Manchester United, Real Madrid fan. You gotta be a Real Madrid fan. Sorry I've been a ghost. Matty in the building. What's up, Matty? What's going on? R1P says soccer is world class. As an Arsenal fan, I didn't want to believe it when everybody used to big him up around 2019, 2020, but the numbers and goals contribution speak for itself. Our time zero is different. It's 4:30 a.m. for me, bro. No, man, I know. But I've been on earlier on as well. Been on earlier on. Oh, you been, man? You been okay? What's your favorite Arsenal player ever? Thierry Henry. It's always going to be that. Luke said Chelsea. Yes, Luke, I see that you're a Chelsea fan. Don't worry, as I said, subscribe to the channel. Excuse me. Subscribe to the channel, Luke. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Hit your notification. So guess what? Y'all can always come back and say, yo, I told you so. Or y'all can be a man like David and come back and say, yo, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Just like David just said, yo, I hate Arsenal with a passion, bro. That's truth. That's being a man. That's man up. David man up just now. So y'all can come back and say, yo, look here. I know I said Arsenal was trash, but they whopped us. You know what I mean? Y'all the best now. The truth ain't gonna hurt. You know what I mean? No. Matty said, Havertz and Yackers are apparently ready for Sunday. 2 as well as Odegaard. Yeah, Odegaard play on Wednesday, so we know he's ready. But I haven't checked the report yet about Yackers. I know they were supposed to assess them yesterday. So let's see. They're supposed to have a behind closed door as well today, I think, for Jesus. You know what I mean? So that's another potential inclusion, depending on how he come out of that. Trouble. David said, this year your daily reminder that Arsenal have never won the Champions League. Hey, it's not just this year, bro. It's been a daily reminder forever. Every single person that comes on this chat reminds us that. You know what I mean? Believe me, they do. Even if they have never even won it themselves. The first thing they're going to ask, how much Champions League you have? Hey, it is what it is. We win it this year. No worries. This year is the last year they're going to remind us of that. All right? Do you know why Arsenal good at set piece? Are you asking me a question? Or you're asking me if I do know? We do know. Arsenal is good at set piece because of the players that they have delivering it first and foremost. And secondly, the players that they have attacking it. Secondly, Rice and Saka, those two set piece takers, priceless. And with Gabby, Timber, and Marino and them attacking those set piece, trust me, bro. Plus, we have the coach that, you know what I mean, teaches that stuff. So, yeah. Half your squad is Chelsea players. You do delusional. Luke, make sure you come back on Sunday after the game. Yeah, man, make sure you come back on Sunday. Tell him, subscribe to the channel, look. Don't run away. Don't run away, okay? Don't run away. After we beat you, make sure you come back and man up. Come back and man up. All right? Best Mind said hi. Big up yourself, Beast Mind. Luke said, yeah, right. Hey, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid, man. Arteta said Yackers and Avers just missed out on Bayern. Yeah, because he said they were going to assess them again. So hopefully, they should be doing a press conference tomorrow. Yeah, should be doing a press conference tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll know for sure. Tomorrow we'll definitely know for sure. Yeah. Luke said your trophy cabinet is dead compared to Chelsea. So cry me a river. Hey, ain't nobody crying, bro. Chelsea win some trophies over the past 15 years since the billionaire buy the club. You know what I mean? What y'all win before that? Nothing. You know what I mean? So no, we ain't gonna cry you over. We ain't gonna cry you over, bro. We're gonna do better than that. We're just gonna beat you bad on Sunday. Alright? That's what we're gonna do. The bridge is our second home, my brother. We've had your number for the last 6 years. He knows. That's why they're scared. It's just scare tactics. You know what I mean? It's just scare tactics. I think the Arsenal midfield player good against Bayern. Yeah, they were fantastic, man. They were fantastic. Predict Chelsea and Arsenal. We're going to do that prediction tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to go live with, I'm going live with my partner in crime that I go live with on Friday and Monday. You know what I mean? Me and Jig are going live. We're going to do the preview of the weekend games. You know what I mean? We're going to talk a little bit more about it. Champions League. You know, the Champions League is a hot topic right now. We still got to be talking about it. But we're going to do the preview of the weekend games, score prediction, starting lineup, all of that good stuff. You know what I mean? So that's tomorrow. And it's an earlier time, Matty. Earlier time. So you'll probably see the notification come in. Yeah. The only good Chelsea player right now is the new Brazilian kid. Yeah, Brazilian kid is fantastic, bro. That's a fantastic player. I ain't gonna lie. They soon lose him. Real Madrid soon buy him from them, so no worries. You know Real Madrid. They love to try to take away big players, bribe them with money. So Real Madrid gonna come for him. Up the arse, said all cavity. Matty said once we have all three strikers options available for this first time, it's a wrap for the season. That's something special, Matty. That is something special. You know what I mean? Imagine that. We have not had the pleasure of these strikers, at least all of them. We only had the pleasure of Yacarez, before he got injured. You know what I mean? And now with all of them coming back, fantastic. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to Sunday, you know. I'm looking forward to Sunday, man. Are you Arsenal fan? That's the only reason why this is here, man. This badge, that's the only reason why that's there. Yes, I am. What a dream signing for Arsenal. Who is? Did I miss something? Brian, the key for Venezuela. Okay. I don't know what that's about, Brian. I don't know what it's about. Karkaska. Or what my dream signing would be. What would my dream signing be? I know my dream signing would probably just be a simple winger like Simeon. And the reason why a simple winner like Simeon is because not only is he playing fantastic right now, but also because he's an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? And when you get players that are Arsenal fans to come and play for your club, they play with their heart. They play with their mind, their soul, their body, everything. Because they want to win. Look at Eze. Eze is playing with everything because he wants to win. his dream has come true. You know what I mean? So you can take some players like Simeon that's not here, but here, right? And because of this desire that they have to succeed with the club, they will reach here. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, it'll be all right, man. You know what I mean? Just some simple players. We don't need to buy big stars. We're never a club that buy big stars. Those are Chelsea thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. We just need to just buy and build, just like we always been doing. You read it wrong. Yeah, probably read it wrong. I don't even see it. How about Madueke right now? Madueke was on fire before he um, got injured. You know, man, and he came back right where he left off, and that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good thing. Brian, please keep politics out of the chat. Yeah, no politics around here, bros. Thank you. Madueke ready for Chelsea. Seems like he's ready. Trust me, he say he's ready. That's what he said. He say I'm ready. He did say that. Trust me. A serious question from suffering. All right. Madueke is not good enough for the Premier. Sent to Italy. I go like David. You want us to send him to Madrid to Manchester United, David? I've seen rumors of Rodri for 50 mil plus 20 mil add-ons. Well, let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's up with Rodri. You know what I mean? Vinny Jr. is not happy. You know what I mean? Vinny Jr., they're asking him to renew his contract, and he says he's not going to renew no contract as long as the relationship with him and Alonso are how they are. You know what I mean? So we're hearing rumors of Rodri, but we know for sure that Vinny is also an issue. So they can't get rid of their two wingers. You know what I mean? You think they're gonna sack Alonso just to keep Rodri? Just to keep Vinny? Well, let's see. Let's see. I always tell people say sometimes it's best for you to stay where you are and gain the experience and the exposure that you need. You know what I mean? He wasn't ready for Madrid. You know what I mean? He needed to stay at Leverkusen for a little more time. You know what I mean? He's not ready for Madrid, man. Madrid is too big for him. He doesn't have the balls and what it takes to turn that club around. There's too much egos in that club. You know what I mean? Too much ego. He's too quiet. You know what I mean? He's not firm enough. And you have to be firm to deal with a Real Madrid side. You know what I mean? They're full of so much egoistic superstar. Yeah. They say he's working them too hard and they are joining tools. Heard it from a Madrid fan. That means they're lazy. That means they're lazy. You see, those players, they don't want to work too hard. You know what I mean? They don't want, no mind, they don't want to train it. They don't even want to train. Who we haven't talked about it? So we talk about Madueke, Trossard, Eze, Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? Growing up. You know what I mean? When you listen to Eze talk, and you listen to the way all Eze talk about Arsenal, you know what I mean? Downing tools mean they're refusing to work for him. When you listen to Eze talk and how Eze talk about Arsenal, you can understand the love and the passion that Eze has for the club. You know what I mean? When you listen and he said that every single time he played for Crystal Palace at the Emirates, it was like he's on an interview. It was an audition, showcasing himself. You know what I'm saying? And now that he's an Arsenal player, and you can see that, you can see the difference in his playing style and how he conduct himself and all of that. You can see the influence that he has on the team. You know what I mean? Just notice when everybody score, almost everybody pointing to the sky. That's respect to Eze and his belief and his faith. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, those are the players that we want. Those are the players that we need. We need players that have Arsenal best interests at hand, that wants to fight for the badge. We haven't had players like this for a while. You know what I mean? We haven't had players like this for a little bit now. They play, yes, and they kiss the badge and all of that, but are they really fighting for it? You know what I mean? Um, Matty said, put some respect on Califlori. He needs to be spoken about. Carl and Gab, yes, that's a fact. He's also on the rostrum on the thumbnail. You know what I mean? So being that you mentioned him, let's talk about Califlori. I wanted Miles Lewis Kelly to get some game time because hey, Miles Lewis Kelly been awesome last season. The kid barely put a foot wrong. And only for him to this season can't get no game time. So, you know what I mean? Was rooting for him to play. You know what I mean? But I forget that I didn't analyze this game properly. Janari, Bayern wingers are wingers. They're gonna hug the touchline and they have pace and they have skill. And they outdo Miles every single time. Miles had a dreadful game against them. You know what I mean? Califlori came in. And immediately that left side was different. Because what Califlori was doing different that Miles don't seem to do. I don't know if you don't understand how to do it. Califlori normally play everywhere in the field. But he was not inverted. He was staying on the wing, dealing with these wingers and overlapping. That's how he got that crossing to Madueke. Califlori is a beast. You know what I mean? And I pray and I hope that he's fit all season. All season. Him and Timber, I hope they're good for the rest of the season. Nothing is wrong with them. So they can take us over the line. You know what I mean? Yeah. We locked Bayern up so badly. They had 2 shots on target all game. Yeah. I mean, like, Kane didn't have no shot on target, right? The apparent best team in Europe. I don't think Kane had a shot on target. You know what I mean? David said Eze will never score more than 5 goals for Arsenal in a season. Well, he's already on 4, David. He's already on 4. Well, he actually scored 5 goals already. He scored 1 in the Carabao Cup, 1 against Crystal Palace, and 4 and 3 against Tottenham. That's 5 goals. So he's already on 5. So are you saying that he's not going to score any more goals? That's what you're saying. Okay, we will see. He scored against Chelsea on Sunday. Best believe that. Yep. Corner FC Time said hello. My friend is a Spurs fan and Eze score a hat trick. No, he hates him. That's all right. David, mate, you're negative. Yeah, David is cool, man. David had admit that he hates Arsenal, so his comments are just gonna be negative. You know what I mean? David, alright. He had me. The thing about this is the first step in moving forward is admitting. And the fact that you hate a club, that means you will never have anything good to say about them. All right. So I understand David now. I understand David. This is what Matty. This is what this channel is about. This channel is about debate and person pushing their opinion. Not because we are Arsenal and this is an Arsenal channel. You know what I mean? We don't push it like that. You know what I mean? We're still gonna give everybody their rights to voice their opinion however they want it. You know what I mean? If they hate Arsenal, they hate Arsenal. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? So we're not gonna really bash them on that. If they're going to speak negative against Arsenal right through the comment, it's fine. It's their opinion. It's how they feel. You know what I mean? We're going to allow them to be themselves, and you know what I mean. That's what we're about. We do debates like that. You know what I mean? We can debate them on it if we want and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You is a very knowledgeable Arsenal fan, Matty. That's why you have on that blue. You know what I mean? So I know you can debate anybody that has anything to say about Arsenal. You know what I mean? I believe in you, man. I know you got this. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let everybody voice their opinion about how they feel. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do different. We want everybody to feel comfortable and at home. You know what I mean? To say how they feel. You know what I mean? Hey, I can say I hate this club. That's how I feel. And I can keep on pushing negative on it. That's how I feel. It's just for us to show them different. You know what I mean? When I just started this channel, most of these people in this channel, Matty, as you'll see, they are different fans. And when I just started this is how they used to behave, like David. And Arsenal ain't no good. And Arsenal this, and we're banters, we're this, we're battlers, all of those goodies. You know what I mean? And just communication and conversation before they leave. The last thing they say is this: I'm gonna sub to you, my brother. You're a cool guy. Appreciate and respect you. And that's why I have so much different persons on the channel. You know what I mean? Just speaking with them. You know what I mean? Because we're reasoning with them. They have their opinion, I have mine. And we're just clashing out each other with our opinions. And whether they think I'm right or I'm wrong, they just love the fact that we're back and forth entertaining with our opinions about our club. And when they leave, they say, yo, I sub. I'll be back when you come live again. You know what I mean? Most of these people that's here. You get me? Yeah, man. So that's what we're going to do, man. David, you do know how Eze is already on 4. Actually, he's on 5 goals. 3-1-1. 5. Kane didn't even have a shot all. Yeah. Giroud was always a garbage player. Just wanted to say that. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Karim, what team you support? Let us know what team you support. Let us know what team you support. I'd like to know what team you support first before I try to answer what your comments are. Matty said, nah, man, Giroud was very underrated. He is the 5th fastest player to get 100 goals for Arsenal, ahead of a lot of great players. Yeah, Giroud is. I don't think Giroud was underrated, you know. I think he wasn't flashy. So he wasn't, yeah, he probably was underrated. He wasn't flashy, so he wasn't as appreciated as some players. He wasn't fast because he was slow. You know what I mean? But he was effective. You know what I mean? I like Giroud. I won't block him or anything. LOL is saying X is, yeah, Matty. No more blocking, all right? No more blocking. Let's just watch out, people, and see. All right? It's cool. People can hate whilst we keep winning. That's what I'm talking about. We need these people to hear their opinion and what it is about. You know what I mean? We only block, Matty. We only block on this channel when people are talking about homosexuality or racism. You know what I mean? That's the only time we block. Any other opinions, we don't really care. Yeah. David said, I'm talking about 5 goals in the Champions League, by the way. Oh, you didn't say that, David. Now you're saying that. Now you're saying that. Carlton said, is a Carlitos, whatever that is, said, F the Gunners. Yeah, man, big up yourself. What team you support? Y'all need to let us know what team you support, man, so we can know who you are. Not many people do get 5 goals in the Champions League, and that's a fact. I think Gabby Martinelli, how much goals Gabby is on? Matty, check for me. How much goals is Gabby on already? Ain't Gabby on about 5 goals now? I think Gabby is probably about on 5 goals, right? Yeah, I think Gabby's on about 5 goals. The other dude I didn't block, I just stand him out. Arsenal, Priors, Celtic in the building. The haters are back. We have Eze. That is what's going on. That is what's going on. Yeah, man, we are here. It is Alfonso. People always saying Arsenal aren't doing this, aren't doing that. And when we do, they move the goalposts. We won't ever please them. And that's the reason why I don't worry about them. You know what I mean? That's why we're here. That's why we love to see them here. Because guess what? They're going to say, just like they said, we can't beat Bayern. We beat Bayern, so they come back. So now they're going to say, we can't beat Chelsea. We're going to beat Chelsea. They're going to come back again. And it's on to the next, on to the next, on to this until the season done. We're just going to keep on proving them wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That we're just going to keep on proving them wrong. Eze is cooking this season. Yeah, man, Eze is cooking rice. White rice too. You know what I mean? Because it's what I know what. Yeah. This might be your here, bro. Fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. We're hoping. Fingers crossed. Martinelli has 4 goals in his last 4 games in the Champions League. All right, cool. You hear that, David? Listen, good. Yeah, man. Arsenal were fortunate that injured players, Davison. But why are you going to come with injured players now? And Arsenal has a whole front line full of injured players. Arsenal have a whole front line full of injured players. Arsenal have the most. You're just talking about 2 injured players. I can name you 6 players that would have started. That would have started. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Football is not about excuses anymore. You know what I mean? We're not finding excuses, and we've been on the injury list for how long? We're not finding excuses. You know what I mean? We're finding a way. That's what we're doing. We're finding a way. Okay? One in each of them so far this season. Okay, so that's what's up. Yeah, I know he scored one in each of them so far this season. Big up to Martinelli, said Reese. Big up, big up, big up. Jelko, you need to watch an Arsenal tactics breakdown for the Bayern game to know why them 2 players wouldn't have made a difference. I think they do know. Chelsea will deal with you, said Don Poe. Don Poe, wishful thinking. What's going on, Don Poe? Hi, bro. Good morning. Good morning, Anime. What's up? What's up? We are watching a manager put his own stamp on a club, hopefully in comparison to the great Wenger. Hopefully not. You know what I mean? Hopefully not. I mean, Wenger is Wenger, and he set his standard. Oh, he set his standard. Hopefully we can see the bar lift higher. Not in comparison, move further than what Wenger did. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? So was Bayern gonna. Spurs was gonna. Gonna. Everybody gonna. That's what's up. Hey, Matty, this is what I've learned since I've started doing podcasting. The hate for Arsenal is real, and I've learned to embrace it. You know what I mean? I've learned to embrace it. Believe me, my friend, that is what it is. You Arsenal fan are pure comedian. Love this channel. Thank you for the support, David. Yeah, man. Thank you for the support. Sorry, my English isn't very good. Big up yourself. Arsenal top of the league. Set piece again. Ole. And trust me, we're going to score one more again Sunday. Ole. You stay right there. We mark every single Bayern player to the man. Not one of them could go anywhere without being followed by an Arsenal player. Their goal only happened because Kelly got confused on who his man is. Yes, Kelly was caught out of position several times, man. You know, what I mean, several times, and that's why, you know. But he's gonna get better, man. I love Skelly. Love Skelly. You bettered us, mate. It's who we are, Spursy. I give it to you. You walk on us. We always do, man. You know what I mean? We always we don't really want to be beaten up on Spurs all the time like that. You know what I mean? Well, actually, yeah, we do. we do. we do. You know what I mean? Spurs is multi, man. So we have to make sure that we shut up Spurs sometime. Chris in the building. Chris said, yo, Riley, Chelsea versus Arsenal going to be crazy. I think it's going to be crazy. Or probably not. You know what I mean? I don't know. If you look at the whole aspect of these football games, bro, it's like every time Arsenal come up against some team, they say it's going to be hard, it's going to be crazy, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. You know what I mean? Even when the teams are not even that good. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Chelsea ain't that good right now, which they're not really that good. You know what I mean? They're good this today and they're trash tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's how Chelsea been performing all season. You know what I mean? They played a fantastic game against a weak Barcelona team. Because that Barcelona team, I keep on saying, when I watch that game, bro, Barcelona team was poor. Poor. But it is what it is. You only can play what's in front of you, and they did win. They did win. So you can't take that from them at all. You know what I mean? Prediction against Chelsea. We're going to do that prediction on tomorrow's live. Tomorrow's live is going to be a little bit earlier than today's live. You know what I mean? So come join us, man. Hit those notifications so you can know when we go live. If you are not subscribed yet, hit your subscription, people. Hit your subscription and join us. Join us on the live. We go live tomorrow where we talk about the upcoming games in the Premier League. You know what I mean? The Premier League preview tomorrow, where we'll do the prediction, the score lines, the starting lineup, all of them goodies. All of them goodies. Downfall of Leon Bailey. Agree, well said, set the bar higher. Yeah, man, we can't be aiming for the same thing. As I said, it's not the same mindset. The club is not the same. The club has moved in a different direction. You know what I mean? So we can't be aiming for the same thing. We got to set the bar to reach somewhere different. We need a different level. You know what I mean? We need a different level. North London is still red and will always be. Always. Everybody's always trying to drag Arsenal down. Nothing we do will ever be good enough for these clowns. That's why we have to win everything this season. And that's a fact. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I've never known that Arsenal have so much hate until this channel. You know what I mean? We have a lot of hate, bro. Lot of hate. Havoc, I feel sorry for you Spurs fans. Biggest game of the season and your boys just didn't want it. The coach didn't want it either, man. That coach need to know. They needed to when some of these teams are iron, coach, they need to install the DNA inside of these coach, because Frank was poor. The poorness starts from Frank, man. You can't come in a derby playing like that. You have to come in a derby swinging, bro. You know what I mean? Tottenham fans would have felt better if they lose 10 and they fought. They lose 4 without a fight, that's poor. You know what I mean? If they fight to the end and they lost, I know they would have felt better. They would have felt a lot better. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a lot. Mark in the building. Big up Mark. Arsenal on top. Guys, just face it. That's what they need to do, Mark. They need to just come to reality. Come to the realization that, this is what's it. This is it. You know what I mean? I hope Arsenal do not battle this season. We will not, man. I'd like to see Bobby Hendrick at Arsenal. Good evening. Good evening, Unai Emery. Liverpool will win the league. You guys are jokes, man. Comedians are here now. Spurs, much respect. 5-3 win. 5-3 with PSG. But Bayern beat PSG and Arsenal smashed Bayern. That's what people need to understand. They're not getting the logics of football. Liverpool aren't winning anything. PSG says hi. PSV says hi. Liverpool. PSV say hi, Liverpool. Liverpool will win the league. Chris said, well, let's see on the 30th what Chelsea offers. They might beat Arsenal. Who knows? Everybody knows that they will not. I believe Arsenal, London, and Bayern Munich will meet again in the final. I hope Bayern Munich win this time. Liverpool will win the league. Liverpool need to start hands. Liverpool will win the league and the UEFA Champions League. Mark my words. Kamikaze Bayern beat Chelsea too. And them mugs think they're gonna smash us. Imagine that. The downfall of Liverpool after last season is crazy. Yeah, that's I don't know if we've ever seen something like that. I think that's what Leicester did too, right? Yeah. Mustafi, I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't be delusional. We in a bad spot now. The main thing Arsenal fans need to be is patient until you win something before being too confident. There's nothing wrong with being confident, bro. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being confident. You have to be confident. Your team is playing good. You know what I mean? So you have to be confident. You know what I mean? Are we saying that we're gonna win everything? No. We're just saying what everybody else is saying. Just like my boy saying Liverpool's gonna win the league. You know what I mean? It's hopeful. It's wishful. You know what I mean? That's what everybody's doing. We're all hopeful. We don't know who's gonna win until the league is done. You know what I mean? So everybody's here just doing what everybody does, hoping and wishing that their team win. You know what I mean? Arsenal is just the same. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're on top of the league, so we're a little bit more cocky than everybody else. So, you know what I mean? We deserve to be. You know what I mean? When Liverpool won the league last season, they came in this season as the favourites. You know what I mean? Manchester United, Manchester City have a inhuman person playing for them in Holland. You know what I mean? And every time they win a game, everybody say, yo, they are the favourites. You know what I mean? Everybody's pushing whatever agenda they want to push. You know what I mean? So, hey, let Arsenal fans be. Let Arsenal fans just wishful and hope and enjoy their moment. That's what we're doing as Arsenal fans, you know. We're really just enjoying the moment of the football that we're playing. You know what I mean? We're playing some fantastic football and we're trying to enjoy it. You know what I mean? We haven't reaped results like this in years. You know what I mean? The last 3 seasons we came second, we've been hot, and then cold, hot, then cold. You know what I mean? And we still managed to come second. You know, so we're just trying to be us. You know what I mean? We're just trying to be us, man. If you guys win the Champions League or the Premier League, I will admit I was wrong about you guys. All right, David, it's a good thing you subscribe to the channel, so you will be here to do that. You will be here to do that. Spurs fan in the building. Spurs fan in the building. Yeah, we see you, okay, bro? We see you. So just stop spamming, okay? No spamming. I didn't watch the PSV versus Liverpool. I checked the score and then I was like, okay, PSV is strong team. It happened. Then I realized it's PSV, not PSG. Oh man. Spam just clogs up the chat. and Alfonso might miss something. Nah, man, I'm going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Thank you, though. I'm going through everything with a fine-tooth. But that's the reason why I don't rush to catch up. I take my time and I read through. You know what I mean? But mad respect, Matty. That is it. Mark said, Alphonse, I'm only saying let's bring something home first. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. That's why I'm telling you that we're not saying that we are the best team in the world ever or anything like that. I'm only saying that we have reasons to rejoice and be happy, and that's what we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We're saying we have reasons now. You know what I mean? You know what sufferation Arsenal have been through? Past several years? Decades? You know how much sufferation we've been through, bro? We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot. For the past 4 seasons, we have reasons to smile. That's why when people saying sack Arteta if he doesn't win, sack, they don't even know what they're saying. Before Arteta, where was we? Before Arteta, we were mid-table. And before that, underneath Arsene Wenger, we were top 4. But that was it. You know what I mean? That was it. We never really challenged for the title. We only challenged for top 4. We are challenging for titles now. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying that we have reasons to be happy besides us going for the league. We're playing fantastic football. We're gelling as a club again. We're becoming a family-based club that we are. You know what I mean? There's a lot that's coming back. You know what I mean? And that's just all we are right now. Well, hopefully we will this season. And no one will be able to say anything about it. Mark said Arteta deserved it the most because of his hard work. He does work hard. Very good manager. And that's what I keep on telling people, Mark. I keep on telling people, say, the day that Arteta gets sacked, he'll be in another managerial job tomorrow. Because they're going to hire him instant. Instant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All those other clubs are going to line up for his signature. Brother, they don't deserve to come and join Arsenal. No, we've been through shit since 2004. That's what I keep on telling people. Honestly, Arsenal is the best this season. Best team chemistry like PSG last season. That's what I'm telling you. These are the things that we're rejoicing for. You know what I mean? These are the things that we're happy about. You know what I mean? Yeah, the entire team makes like one mistake a game as a unit on average. These are what we're talking about. We're talking about the family atmosphere that the team has brought back to us. That's what we're talking about. You know what I mean? And it's lovely. It's lovely. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be a Arsenal fan again. Happy. You know what I mean? Always been happy, but you know what I mean? It doesn't come with that much teasing no more and all that. Everybody now talking about, oh, you haven't won a Champions League. Those things don't faze me. Because guess what? Those same teams that are saying that, we probably just whip them 5 or beat them 3. You know what I mean? So that's their comeback. It is whatever. It is whatever, right? I'm sad from the 3-1. Please stop the bullying. I'm FC Bayern fan. Big up yourself, Bayern Money. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Subscribe to the channel too, alright? Like the channel as well. Bayern fan in the building, everybody. Liverpool fan, still happy for the Gunners. Big up yourself, Mark. Always here, representing and being happy. Yeah, man. Listen, said that was just revenge for 10-2. Hey, I said Sir Ramo, you know how much beating we get from Bayern over the past decade? Do you know how much time Bayern beat us over the past decade? This was a grudge match. This was a revenge match. You know what I mean? This was a match that was only going to go one way. You know what I'm saying? We're nobody. We've been Bayern beating the stick for a second now. You know what I mean? And that changed. That changed now. You know? Yeah, man. No more. No more. As Matty said, that's revenge. For the 10-1 aggregate. That's revenge. Yeah, man. That's revenge, man. Everyone smash that like button. Smash up them like button, everybody. Smash up them like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you are here and you have not liked the channel yet, go ahead and like the channel, man. Love it up. Love it up. You know what I mean? If you love what's going on the channel, then show the love. Show the love, man. Show the love. I disagree. They would have won if it was the case Arsenal were dominant that game. I disagree. They would have won if it was the case Arsenal were dominant that game. The Bayern clearly isn't better than us. You had 2 shots on target. All game, we had 10. Our defense is superior to anything, man. Our defense is huge. Bayern goat. Bro, I'm sad that lose that same person. Does he know Rafael Silva? Top of the league in the Premier, top of the league in the Champions League. Come on, you Gunners. The kid is someone to watch. Rafael Silva, who played for Benfica. Rafael Silva, Bestica. Arsenal is a team of patience and willpower. Arteta is a very smart man. I think he is the most successful coach in the recent years. Greetings from Turkey. Big up Turkey. But my favorite player is Harry Kane, Victor Gyökeres, and Jamal, Luis Diaz, and Declan Rice. Man, look like he's an Arsenal fan too. Old Benfica, I am from Turkey. Mark said I was responding to someone in the chat, bro. I see that, Mark. That's why I didn't respond. I just read it over to understand it. But did I see that? I see that. So, Mark, where do you think Liverpool going to end up this season, Mark? Where do you think Liverpool going to end up this season? Most successful manager to have won anything but a FA Cup. That will be changed soon. Yeah, that's changing soon, bro. That's changing soon. Hope everybody can realize what this man is doing for this club. You know what I mean? And just, you know what I mean? I'm mean an Arsenal fan. You love a lot of Arsenal players, though. You love a lot of Arsenal players. But this is what's happening, man. This is what's happening, you know what I mean? We're looking forward to the weekend games, you know what I mean? Looking forward to that Chelsea game. You know what I mean? We've been in some successful stint over the past. You know what I mean? Like, we went to the international break, not on an eye. You know what I mean? The international break was a sad because that was the last game before we drew against Sunderland. You know what I mean? And we went into the international game, and everybody was like, yo, Man City is just 4 points behind y'all. They're going to catch you, this and that, and ray. And the international break over, and the boys came back, and trust me, boy, were they back. You know what I mean? They were back with a bang. We have 6 attacking players, 100% coming back within the next 2 weeks. Can the league even compute what that means? Can y'all compute? Do you all understand? Huh? Y'all better do. Y'all better do because it's not gonna be pretty. All right? It's not. Hi, I'm a professional soccer player. You're a professional soccer player? Okay. Are you a professional football player? Big up yourself, big up yourself. Welcome to the chat. Martinelli, Madueke, Odegaard, Alvarez, Yakers, and Jesus all coming back. Hey, bro, what's your life about? Randomly found you right now. We're talking about football. You know what I mean? Football, English, European football. That's what we're talking about. That's what the live is about, my brother. Okay, bro, I'm in the Honduras. I'm going in asleep. You're going to bed? All right, man. Big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. Thank you for passing through. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, football. No, not football. Football. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that is it. You think Arsenal gonna win the league this year? Fingers crossed for sure. Fingers crossed for sure. Turkey football. Guess who I support? Who you support? Let us know. Let us know. All three goaler, Yildiz and Kakuk, could leave, could have signed for Arsenal. Eh. Tottenham in the building. Big up Tottenham. Tottenham is your people. Big up Tottenham. Big up Tottenham, man. Big up Tottenham. I'm actually not professional, but I do play for a club in a 13-year-old age group. Timber was good again at Arsenal. Timber is always good, man. Timber is fantastic. Shit, Spurs in the building. Spurs in the building, man. Come on, man. Give the neighbors some. Give the neighbors. Appreciate the neighbors. They already get beaten 4-1. Appreciate the neighbors, man. Mbappe or Saka? Saka. Yep, I'm sad. Yeah, I know. We know, we know. We know. Saka, Mbappe. Mbappe can run a club like he did at PSG. He's too greedy and plays for himself. Love Arsenal though. Thierry Henry will only be known to legend if you know, you know. If you know, you know, my brother. Big up yourself. Hi there from a Chelsea boy. Chelsea boy in the building, Graham Perry. Big up yourself, big up yourself. Spurs so much better at losing. Let me finish that for you. Spurs so much better at losing. Finishing that for you, okay? Doing you a solid, man. Doing you a solid. Hey, my YouTube not public. The Premier League, I like Bundesliga. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Like the football that they play in the Bundesliga. When you mention Arsenal, Thierry Henry is the first player to come to every fan out there, especially the rival, because he drives fears in them. Trust me, they're supposed to be even scared mentioning Thierry Henry name. Yep. So Eze was prime Henry for 40 minutes. Eze was better than prime Henry for that 40 minutes because Henry didn't do what Eze did. Eze scored a hat trick against Spurs. Yep. Trust me. We don't know India football. Soccer over Mbappe all day. I'm going on the top of my building to check the gravity. uh, Liverpool is my club. What do you think? It has gone wrong. Too many new signings or what? I think y'all needed signings, but I think y'all had the wrong signings. Too much wrong signings, you know what I mean? As I tell people, Isak is a fantastic player, but I don't think y'all needed Isak. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all needed Isak. Y'all needed a defender. Y'all needed a couple defenders. You know what I mean? But y'all was adamant in getting Isak. So y'all went and get him. Now your team is unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? And those are haunting you. I really hope Arsenal become champions this year. They deserve it. Big up yourself, man. Tammy Abraham. Oh, damn, that player still around? Saka plays for the team. Mbappe is a prick. I really don't like him as a person. Can't wait for Sunday. Chelsea being chatting too much. No, Liverpool are still forcing Salah into the team when the man is washed and a passenger. He's been a passenger for a while, but guess what? He's on a lot of money. So they have to do what they have to do. Trust me, Chad. Liverpool sucks. Arsenal ain't winning it. Sorry, bro. We shall see in May, if not before. Isak left a club where he was loved and is now under microscope. Seeing like it was a tough move. It wasn't a tough move. In terms of what? In terms of him getting back to farm, or in terms of him leaving? Because it was an easy move for him to leave. He just left. I mean, he strike. He went on strike to leave, so that was easy. Arsenal always choke near the finish line. That's the old Arsenal, bro. We're talking about the new us. This new Arsenal is totally different from the old Arsenal, my brother. You know what I mean? Best believe it. Best believe it. Isak is toxic for how he did what he did. I believe that as well. You know what I mean? He was wrong for that. We shall see, as I said. We shall see. We will see. It's coming, man. It's coming. Sunday is just around the corner, everybody. Sunday is just around the corner. As I said, we will be here to debate it again. Everybody that think Arsenal will choke, everybody that want Arsenal to choke, we'll be here to talk it out. You know what I mean? We will be here. That's why I always say to you, subscribe to the channel. Y'all can always come back and say, yo, I told you so. Or you can come back and say, yo, I'm sorry, man, you was right. You know what I mean? We ain't too big. We're not too big. We're not too big to apologize for something unwise comment. Yes, I'm saying no. We're not. Dude, I'm literally recreating the issue of Thierry Henry soccer. If you see the way I play soccer, or should I say football. Ah ha ha. Whatever give you that impression? What's your favorite club? Why you delete, said Matty. Take us to 30 likes, people. Everybody in the chat, hit them like button. Hit them 7 people in the chat that hasn't liked the chat yet. Go ahead and like the chat. Let's see if we can reach 30 like. 7 persons in the chat that have not liked the chat yet. Go ahead and like. So let's see if we can reach 30 likes. Let's do this, man. That's 1. 6 more people, go ahead and like, man. Let's reach this 30. 4 more people, go ahead and like. 4 more people, go ahead and like the chat. Let's reach this 30. And then we get a different landmark. Let's reach this 30, man. My club is right here, my brother. See? It's not hiding. It's right there, right there, right there. Bro, I would love if we could be friends and I just liked and sub. We appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hey, you're a part of the family once you subscribe to the channel, man. You know what I mean? Once you subscribe to the channel, you're a part of the family. Alright? No worries, man. You are part of the family. Big up yourself. Thank you for subscribing to us. You're 13. Should be asking adults to make friends with them. My little pal. Can get dangerous. Don't know who is who on internet. Who is 13? That is 13? Hey, this is just a sports channel anyway, so we don't get personal. We just do sports. Okay, people? Who's your favorite player on Arsenal? All Arsenal players are my favorite players, man. All Arsenal players. Be careful, dude. Listen to what Matty is saying, though, dude, for sure. You know what I mean? Listen to what Matty is saying. All right? Yeah, you have some weirdos out there. Some very, very weird people. So be careful. Be mindful of that. All right? Yeah. Yeah, you're doing the right thing, Matty. He's a youngster. You need to get warned. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Just be careful. Guys, give us 3 more likes to 30, man. 3 more persons that haven't liked the channel yet. Go ahead and like the channel. Go ahead and like the channel. 3 more persons that have not yet liked the channel. Go ahead and like the channel. Arsenal will win the league. Do you know Thierry Henry? Everybody like and subscribe. Everybody like and subscribe to the channel. That is what's going on. What is your favorite Italian club? What is it? I think it's AC Milan. Used to be. I only like one club though. But if somebody gonna ask me to choose a club in anywhere, I probably choose AC Milan, just because Kaka used to play for them. You know, yeah. Lord said, "Can I be a mod, or what do I have to do to be a mod?" Stick around on the channel, man. Stick around on the channel. You know what I mean? Stick around on the channel, and then the chief moderator will decide. The chief moderator is in the background, always in the background. You know what I mean? She will decide on if it's worthwhile going forward. You know what I mean? Stick around with the channel, be a part of us, be a part of our community. You know what I mean? And we'll go from there. As I said, the chief moderator in the background, she decide who, where, what, and how persons become moderator. She decide to keep it or to take it away. Not me. I'm just a face. I'm just a person she's working hard in the front. Not ask. Keep popping into the stream. Be friendly and engaging. All right. And Alfonso picks you ultimately. Matty is telling you that because that's what happened. You know what I mean? So listen what Matty said, and that's what happened. I like engaging persons. You know what I mean? I like persons who can strike a conversation, persons who can defend their club. You do not have to be a Arsenal fan to be a moderator of this channel. Matty is the only no. We only have 2 Arsenal moderators, Matty and Red Skull. You know what I mean? So you do not have to be a Arsenal fan to be a moderator. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about football. So it doesn't matter what football club you support. You know what I mean? Just stick around, be engaging, you know what I mean? And just make this channel your home. You know what I mean? And you will be noticed, man. Alright? You will be noticed. Mark, big up yourself. Mark said, I am next mod. Mark, you're probably right about that, you know. You're well on your way for real. You're well on your way. I've been watching you coming in and out. I just need to see you stick around some more. And B, this is the longest you've stayed with us. But I see you, Mark. I always see you. You know that. Why ask a question you know the answer to? A lot of players don't have one that's not stab at soccer. That's no stab at soccer. Yeah, man. Mark been here. Mark been here before you, know, Matty. Mark been here before you, but Mark always just drop in and out. You know what I mean? He's starting to stick around now. Yeah, man. Mark been here a while, man. Mark always here. Mark always here. But as I tell you guys, there's a chief moderator in the back. I don't know if she's hearing me. Then she can type. If she's hearing me, she's probably asleep. Or probably not. But if she hears me, she'll type in the chat and you always see her. That's her right there. Y'all see her? That's the chief moderator right there. You know what I mean? She's the one that put all those blue badges on y'all. So, yeah, man. Shauna always watching Matty. Always. She's always watching. She's always there. Yeah, man, that's my team. Yep, that's why, and that's what we're trying to build. We're trying to build a complete team. You know what I mean? As I said to you, Matty, from the day that we met, I like your reasonability. You know what I mean? I like it. And I don't need you to change from that. I need you to just keep on coming or you coming. You know what I mean? You make points. You know what I mean? You can debate. All of that. You know what I mean? Mark as well. You know what I mean? Mark, you still here? Mark God? Yeah, but yeah, man, that's how we roll. That's how we do it. You know what I mean? This channel is growing and this channel is growing fast. You know what I mean? And I want the people that are here with me from the get go, you know what I mean, to everybody to know them. You know what I mean? As I said, these moderators are for persons to know y'all as persons that are foundation here from the get go. You get me? Mark is a Liverpool fan. I can naturally stand. He's not delusional. Mark is a Liverpool fan. Naib is a Real Madrid fan. Michelle is an Everton fan. You know what I'm saying? We're building a team. You know what I mean? That's how it is for me. You know what I mean? That's how it is for me. That's how I like it. That's how I like it. Only Americans celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, actually, I am celebrating Thanksgiving. I am. Based on where I am celebrating Thanksgiving. Arnold Slot has given a 2-game deadline, 6 points from next 2 games. Otherwise, he's gone. Who did that? Who did that? No. Jamaicans don't celebrate Thanksgiving. No, no, man. Jamaicans don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Have you heard about how Cristiano Ronaldo scored a bicycle kick 2 days ago? You have heard about it. I've heard from sources close to the club. Guys, can you give me those 2 likes to 30? We are about to wrap it, guys. We are about to wrap it. Give me those 2 likes to 30 for the persons who's not yet like the channel. Push up them 2 likes to 30, man. Liverpool has never sacked a manager who's won the Premier League, so you doubt they'll get rid of Slot. It's night, isn't it? I didn't think they did in the Caribbean. No, they don't. They don't celebrate it in the Caribbean, man. They don't. I'm playing. They don't. Chelsea gonna cook this weekend. By the way, you are gonna win the league. Congratulations. You hear that, people? That is fate. Persons who know what's going on. That is fate. That's what we're talking about. Can't win the league and not defend your title. Especially in the second half of the table. Well, guess nobody want to give us those 2 likes. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. So, guys, what y'all up to? Anything y'all have to say before we go? 9 losses out of 12. Game is sickable in the top 6. Sackable in top 6. I try to use this one. This one is closer to me. Closer to me. Okay. Arsenal is going to win the match against Chelsea. Who agree? Yeah, we do agree, man. That's for sure. That's for sure, for sure, for sure. Tottenham is the best. I wonder what Tottenham is the best at. Keep motivating and doesn't lose hope. I was most worried about Bayern. Yeah, when Bayern was what we were worried about. We're not worried about Chelsea. Bayern was a team that came in here unbeaten. Tottenham is the best at holding concerts. That's what they build the stadium for. That's what they build the stadium for, to keep concerts. They make money. They gotta make money somehow, I guess. They gotta make money somehow, man. Gotta make money somehow. Can one more person like that chat? Can one more person like the live? One more person. Love up this live for me. Love up this live. One more person that haven't loved the live yet. Hit those like buttons, people. It's where their money is coming from. They don't have fans outside of North London and South Korea. Oh, that's cold, man. That's cold. Matty, why you dealing with Matty? Why you dealing with people like that? Damn. I'm seeing turtle likes on my screen. Yeah, I see turtle likes now. I see turtle likes now. Guys, we're at it again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are at it again. So let us call this one a wrap tonight. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As I always tell you guys, you don't have to be a Arsenal fan to subscribe to this channel. This is a football channel. You know what I mean? And we appreciate and we accommodate every single fan there is. That's what makes this channel special. We like to be able to have open debate and discussion about each other team. We like to know the fact that there's a team or there's a fan in the chat that can support and back their team. You know what I mean? We keep our debate respectful. You know what I mean? We're all one family over on this channel. All right? So, guys, thank you all so much for making it Riley's World. That's why they were so special. Thank you guys so much for making it Riley's World. Wait till retired. Yeah, guys, and we will do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do the pre-game, the preview show. Tomorrow we will do the preview show of the Premier League games, and we'll have a discussion there. We'll do the starting lineup and we will do the prediction. All right, We will do all of that in tomorrow's live. So guys, make sure y'all notification is on so you can know when we are up and running. You know what I mean? We are here. We're doing the damn thing. You know what I mean? We're doing the thing, man. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. You know what I mean? You guys are the best. You guys make this channel what it is. You know what I mean? And thank you for continuing to grow with us. All right? I had to stay long tonight cause miss few streams. Almost Sam for me now. Almost 6 a.m. for me now. All right, Matthew. Thank you, man. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for checking in. I personally think Chelsea always gonna be hard because both of those teams gonna come into the game with their chest high. But because both had good result, but Arsenal will win, I hope. Big up yourself. Arsenal was great against Bayern. I will remember you, man. Come back to the stream tomorrow. Come back to the stream tomorrow, people. All right? That's a wrap, people. That is a wrap. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Put on y'all notification. All right? Put on y'all notification. We're here again tomorrow. Let's come back with all of this energy. Let's come back with all of these vibes. You know what I mean? Let's hear your opinions. If you guys have something that you want to say or something you want me to talk about in the next stream, go ahead in the community and put it there. I will highlight it when we come back. You know what I mean? So if you have something that you want us to talk about, go in the community. You know what I mean? Use up the community, people. Use up the community. Go inside the community and write your opinions there. And let's talk about it on the next one. All right? On behalf of the Riley's World team, guys, thank you all so much for making it Riley's World. We will see you again tomorrow. Look more.